He brought me out of a pit of the miry clay. I will sing a new song. 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 How long will I sing this song? How long will I sing this song? What a great day. It's a great day to sing a new song. It's like the waiting is over when we come here on Sunday. We gather together, and sometimes I'm so impatient for Sunday to come again. And I feel like I'm singing that chaos songs going on in my head all the time. Every day is Saturday night, but I can't wait till Sunday morning. I'm sure it's all going on in your head too. But sometimes the waiting is hard. If Sunday is metaphorically the day of release, the day of rest from the world's demands, sometimes it's difficult to be patient, to wait for Sunday morning. And yet patience, we're told, is a virtue being a good thing. In Christianity, we're told patience is a good thing. St. Paul says love is patient. And in Proverbs, the proverb goes, the patient man shows much good sense, but the quick-tempered, impatient man displays folly at its height. And in the Quran, it reads, seek Allah's help with patience, perseverance, and prayer. It is indeed hard except for those who are humble. Some of you may have seen or heard that the Dalai Lama was in town this week, and he was giving a talk on the art of happiness. The caretaker here at Forest Grove is a dear friend of mine, someone who I've known for 10 years, and he came to me as someone from India who was living as a refugee from Tibet. For my friend Thupten is a Tibetan Buddhist, and he shared with me some of the Dalai Lama's talk that day, and it really resonated with the talk that I was going to share this morning, because one of the tenets of Buddhism is patience. In fact, it is one of the perfections that a bodhisattva trains for and practices to realize enlightenment. But we're not a culture of much patience. If anything, we could, I believe, described as a particularly impatient culture. Obvious examples are when we're standing in line at a bank, or when we're standing at a fast food place and the food isn't coming fast enough, and we hear somebody say, man, if that burger is not up in 3 minutes, I want to talk to the manager. There were only 2 pickles on my hamburger. It says there were supposed to be 3. My internet was too slow. I had to wait 10 seconds for the page to come up. We're not exactly trained in the art of patience. It's a virtue that's lost on us from time to time. And it's too bad, because we dismiss this important virtue because we expect others to be patient with us. In fact, who do we expect to be the most patient? Who? Mothers. And what do mothers have? Children. We expect children to be so patient. Can you imagine trying to restrain a 4-year-old who knows it's Halloween on October 31st? From the moment their eyes pop open, they know it's Halloween, but then told the staggering truth that that kid does not get to go out until it's dark, doesn't get to knock on the doors until after he's had supper. The kid is like the psalmist, and he says, how long? How long? Or when we get sick and we get impatient to get better. But sometimes, sickness can be an opportunity to learn valuable lessons of patience. And in our personal relationships, when one person doesn't act the way we want them to, we lose patience. When things don't go our way at a church meeting or at a choir practice and we lose patience, do we push ourselves away from the table and throw up our hands and quit because things aren't going our way? How long? How long must we sing this same old song? God, how long until I recover from the pain of my divorce? How long till we can find some peace after the death of someone we love? How long? How long? How long until we can learn that violence only begets more violence? That war and distrust of the other causes only more pain and suffering to the world? How long until we realize that we can't treat the planet like a disposable cup? How long will we continue to see others of different color or culture or religion as our enemies? How long will we continue to see our gay and lesbian sons and daughters as less than perfect children of God? In our discussion this week on Psalm 40, there was a lot of conversation about how difficult the Psalms are for us to understand, to relate to. One of the comments to the e-lectionary this week read, "For me, the Psalms are a puzzle." And not because they're poetry and songs from ancient times, but so many of them are about conflicts of us and them, friends and enemies, the good guys and the bad guys. Some of the Psalms are absolutely graphic in their expression of violence towards other people. Some of the Psalms are cries that our enemies will be crushed, destroyed. And yet some of the Psalms are such profound songs of gratitude. Some are such wonderful poems of wonder. The Psalms are some of the most beautiful poetry portraying the assurance of God's love. You see, the Psalms are a mixed bag of poems for people who are trying to figure out the situation that they're in and the place of God in that situation. The Psalms are a mixed up bag of poems for an often mixed up bag of people. That's what makes them so great. Have you ever been so mad you could spit? Have you ever been so mad you almost said something? Have you ever had someone hurt you so deep that there was somewhere in yourself that you wanted to do harm? Have you ever felt so alone that you didn't cry to God and get mad at God and say, "How long? How long?" If you've never experienced any of these emotions or thoughts, maybe the Psalms aren't for you.